Hello everyone, my name is Hyper1, and welcome back to another video where I cast your StarCraft 2 replays. This replay was sent to me by a user on my Discord server. It is a platinum level game on Beckett Industries Ladder Edition, TvT for yesterday. So if you want me to cast your replay, please read the video description. As you can see, in the bottom left hand corner of the map we have our red Terran player. His name is Neodymus. In the top right hand corner of the map we have, using the classics, the Brood War CC skin, it is boeSe. So Beckett Industries Ladder Edition is a map that was on the pool not too long ago. Got rotated out, it got deleted recently, but it is only 6 bases and its rush distance is very short, especially with the speed zone generator. So, okay, so I guess boeSe is just gonna lose the scouting SCV for free. Oh boy, I think Neodymus screwed up. Was what he forgot to do was he forgot to completely, his barracks is super delayed. Oh my god, that must be like, I'm sorry, like a third. He must have delayed that barracks for like 15 seconds. So that could be a problem. In TvT, if your barracks is just 15 seconds late for no reason, that means your Reaper is 15 seconds late. And it means that you can lose some critical 1v1s or 2v1s early in the game. This is the way that Reapers can just sort of... Reapers and Hellions are just sort of... Reapers are just sort of better than anything else you can produce in the very early game. So having multiple Reapers, because your opponent made theirs late, can just snowball unbelievably quickly. Now we're looking for that... We're looking for that orbital, yes? No orbital. Okay, we're just... Okay, Reaper... Orbital, do not expand. Orbital. They're not expanding. Neither player making an orbital. Infuriates me to no end. Instead of, okay, we're scouting. Okay, well if you just, I'm sorry, why are you? You could you could scout his main base instead of scouting for proxies, and you could also be expanding. And we're expanding high ground. Orbital is pretty late. You're getting an orbital, unlike Blue, who has decided to completely forgo the orbital. Which pays the orbital pays for itself in just one meal, by the way. So with the first meal you drop, as soon as that meal finishes mining, the orbital upgrade pays for itself. And then that orbital just keeps giving you energy-based goodness for the rest of the game. Excellent use of the Reaper to like put bullets into the paint job of this bunker. Obviously, still, he needs to look at his best, because Emperor Minx is coming to visit. If that bunker is even the slightest bit damage when it's done, he's gonna throw a fit. So good job to boeSe for putting a dent in the paint job. That's gonna put Neodymus behind by a lot. Obviously I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do anything. The target fired the SCV building the bunker, or just not attacked it at all. On the other side of the map, another bunker going up. Notice that I don't think the bunker is very common in pro TvT. Maybe I'm probably wrong about it. But in an amateur TvT, having a bunker in front of the natural is super common, because some people just do not want to play the Reaper Hellion early game. They find controlling the units very intimidating, and they feel like snowballing effect is just something that they don't want to deal with. So instead of doing that, they give up map control, and in exchange they just sit back here. They give up map control and the ability to pressure on their opponent in exchange for this very defensive setup with a fast bunker and a tank. Whether or not it's a good thing to do that or a bad thing, I really can't comment on it. Considering that the pros have decided that the pros mostly play Reaper Hellion, make some number of Reapers and Hellions early in this matchup, so I'm guessing that this is not a particularly optimal way to play, but I guess if you're a noob, maybe playing like this is better than losing your Reapers and Hellions for free. Even though I think you should probably just learn how to use them. But I digress. Oh, I'm sorry, did we just... Sorry, did we double scan? Hello? Hello? Okay, so pay attention to this. You could use this orbital. The first 50 energy on this orbital is going to be used to scan. Watch, it's going to scan. We're going to scan this. And then we're going to use the other 50 energy on the other orbital to scan again. You can see the line, the circle here. We're going to use it to scan in a slightly different position. What? Okay, why would you do this? Why would you scan like this? God. Anyway. Don't scan like that. If you're gonna scan, know what you're trying to scan for. I mean, there's barely any room where you looked here for another scan to reveal something that he was hiding. As you can see, boeSe is one of those players who is very, very scared of Reaper Run Dice to the point where he has 2 tanks. Okay, well, maybe not this tank, but this tank is definitely dedicated to it won't exactly stop drops, but it will stop Reapers running up in this clip. So you can tell that this guy has been cheesed by Reapers one too many times. Even though this is probably completely the wrong approach to go about it. I digress. Ooh, Neodymus making ghosts. And nukes. What are they? Sorry, what upgrades do we have? We have stim. That shield is not done yet, and we're also supply blocked. And this has no add-on. We're also building. Sorry, what is this build? We're gonna tank Viking mine nuke contain crap out of this guy. Very interesting indeed. Nuke's almost done. Just barely have the vision to start shelling away at that bunker. Which is why bunkers are bad, which is why bunkers are mostly not good in this matchup, by the way, because siege tanks just say no to bunkers. Okay, so we are nuking. Oh boy. I believe this is boeSe's scan, because it's definitely not Neodymus' scan with lack of vision here. Oh god. That nuke's not gonna land, is it? Okay, so the SCVs will get out of there, and the only thing left to die is a tank and a missile turret. So good pullback from boeSe. The only problem is that there's no tanks here anymore. I don't know that I would have landed the Viking. Why would you land the Viking in that situation? Now you just lost air control free, and you had air control, and now you just gave it up free. Pulling the boys is, oh god, now we're shelling the other tank, but neither tank will quite have. There's not enough friendly fire. Just pick up 5 HP, 11 kills, 15 kills. This is a lot of pressure from Neodymus right now. And despite the fact that boeSe actually has the air control, but it's not able to leverage it right now. Darkos needs to get back. And now this is where boeSe can either choose to drop his Vikings or use his air control to move his tanks forward a bit. Okay, Neodymus is gonna get out of there. I think that's definitely the best decision on the ones that he had. Okay. Okay, tanks gonna run for their life. Unfortunately, both tanks will die? Okay, so both tanks will die. Both of them had quite a few kills. We're making 2 more barracks. Do we have combat shields yet? I don't think we do, no. So, Neodymus is just sort of ahead. Despite the fact that boeSe is on 3 base, Neodymus is... Pretty sure Neodymus can just use their superior army, for the time being, momentarily superior economy, to just pressure bows to death if he moves out right now. This is a look at the units tab. There's 2 to 6 Vikings, 4 to 4. Okay, that was 4 to 4 Vikings, but there's also medevacs and more bio for Neodymus, as well as a ghost. You can nuke. Nuke's already done. So as far as the positional battle of TvT goes, Neodymus just has more tools at his disposal. Okay, so by the way, do not build your barracks like this. Put them in your main. Come on, like it's such a beautiful main. There's so much space to put things in. It's like it was made for your buildings to be put there, but instead we're like, what is this? This SimCity is absolutely awful. The bunker doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever this late in the game. Are you afraid of a Hellion run by? A Marine run by? You could have like a siege tank for that instead of a bunker. A bunker costs more than a bunker with 4 Marines is 300 minerals, and a siege tank costs 275 resources, 150 minerals, and 150 gas. But I'm pretty sure the siege tank can be placed further back and it's just a superior defense in every way for the things that you use a bunker to defend against, except the flying things. But that's another problem entirely. Neodymus has completely lost the worker lead, but should be able to maintain parity now that he's got his own 3rd base to produce off of. He's also neglected to produce workers on the 2 base the entire time, which he should have kept making workers, because even if he was only on 2 base, everyone knows he was intending to expand eventually. So the workers he should have kept making workers, is what I'm saying. Get this move out. Combat shield is not done from either side, but it's about to kick in here for blue. Yeah, it's gonna make a huge difference with his 8 Marines. Massive, whopping 8 Marine count. Okay, I feel like this is not the way you want to be using your Vikings. Suppose we're not going to do anything against planetary. We can find some damage in the main, I suppose. I don't think Blanca's answer when the bio was in the back. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're going to lose Vikings for free. Okay, there goes boeSe's hopes and dreams of maintaining air control, and then Nuke is being held down. Of course. So Neodymus actually seems to like his nukes a lot. And while ghosts are not exactly a common unit in TvT, nukes are, well, let's just say that they are a positional tool. But obviously the nuke's not going to land every time you throw it, right? So the nuke in this situation is more intended. The intent is the function of the nuke is to force your opponent out of a position that they're defending, and then you can move closer towards it. But if they sit in the nuke and they get nuked by it, then that's great for you. I mean, that's just icing on the cake right there. Fortunately, it looks like there's just a superior tank count, and the air and Neodymus is not. It doesn't look like he can actually see this area, so he's not leveraging his control at all. Yeah, that's not how you leverage air control to win tank wars in TvT. Are gonna drop. Okay, so dropping the bio on the tanks will force them to unsiege. Okay, oh boy, this is messy. Now so Neodymus definitely had all the tools, I feel, to win that fight, and then he threw it away. Despite the inferior tank count. It takes a lot more tanks to win a tank war if you don't have air control. Both sides on pretty even economies. I haven't really been paying too much attention to is keeping up on the worker production more consistently, but it does appear to be it is boeSe, where they're slightly ahead right now. Neodymus with the slightly more with what is definitely the more threatening army, though there's a deplorable lack of siege tanks in it. Despite the deficit in siege tanks, I would still consider this to be a better army for Neodymus, if only because he is nukes, and if only he can use them. But there's a move out from boeSe, and if I don't think I can catch this. Okay, so neither side really knows. Oh my god, both sides just barely gonna miss each other. There's a bunch of Marines. They're potentially gonna try to get a run by here, but you're not gonna get it with this many siege tanks over here. Okay. Oh boy. You see the turret, right? Okay, you're gonna try to get out of the... Okay, so that's definitely not in range. I don't think that's hold fired. Because that looks like if it moves a tiny bit closer, you'll accidentally ping the SCVs. So to be very careful if you were going to use your ghost for sneaky things like this. You need to hold fire, and okay, their turrets are being built. You got a nuke now, dude. You got a nuke now. Because if you don't... Oh, wait, crap. See, he has nukes, dude. You're gonna snipe the turret. Snipe the turret. Okay, you went for the tank. The tank is not what you want to snipe here, dude. Like, ghost is the important thing here. Oh, man. Considering all the army has been regularly congregating in the same location. Oh boy. Okay, this is when we have to... This is when we're obligated to look at boeSe's camera. Okay, and now that we confirm he doesn't see it, big nuke gonna wipe out the entire mineral line. Which actually doesn't put Neodymus that far ahead because he was big behind to begin with. But problem is, it's great and all if you nuke their economy, but if their army can just push across the map and threaten you like this, then you're sort of in trouble. I'm not gonna lie, the numbers here are just superior. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go for another nuke. You guys see the red dot? Now you were looking at it. You were looking at it right then. That's gonna land. Not again.
Launch detected.
Okay, boeSe's even good. Okay, okay, Neodymus is gonna go for a nuke there. That ghost is not cloaked. You gotta cloak that ghost, dude. Oh my god, it's actually gonna land. Only kill one siege tank. But I think the nukes have more than done the damage that they need to for Neodymus to stay in this game. He just needs to clean up his army and then he can go win the video game. Like, boeSe's got to be able to... boeSe's got to stand... Okay, he's gonna lift that... Oh god. Oh my god, boeSe's... Okay. This is the thing called conditioning, where you nuke the same spot over and over again, and then when your opponent realizes, they will overreact, completely try to pull everything out of the spot that you were previously nuking, and they'll completely forget about paying attention to their army, and this is when you get the easiest nuke of your life. Just like that. It's that easy. Anyway, back up a bit and I look at our resources last time real quick. With 5,000, approximately 5,000 resources were lost in that group. Let's see if boeSe is paying attention to the fact that his army just disappeared.
Complete.
He looks there and he's like, where the heck did my army go? And all he sees is a ghost. 50 kills on it, of course. Anyway, boeSe is super dead. He would be super dead if Neodymus wasn't just screwing around and trying to get nuked. But Neodymus is definitely trying to screw around and get nukes. Hey dude, you can't just rally Marines into Center Tower range and expect to get something done. In TvT. Okay, oh, I was mistaken. That is the sacrifice that we get to use to get this ghost here, which is already on hold fire, by the way, so we're gonna nuke this spot. I don't think you want to nuke that spot. Look, honestly, that's gonna be like the first spot boeSe looks again.
SCB ready.
You can very clearly hear that. Still though, this ghost gonna get 13 kills up, 12 kills off of it. Certainly respectable. Pretty big radius. Oh, who died? Yeah. Okay, I guess we're making BCs now. So Neodymus has decided that he actually wants to win the video game now. Hello, Terran Nationalism, how are you doing? So, fun fact, Terran Nationalism. You missed boeSe getting his entire army nuke. You finished SET control, wow. Okay, there's another nuke here. And boeSe can definitely see it. But obviously, because the nuke is more important, we're gonna pay attention to the nuke. Big nuke. 15 kills, and both planetaries are gonna die. Don't make double planetary in TvT, guys. This double planetary is just double things for their siege tanks to kill. My music is too loud? Is it? I'll turn it down a bit. Nostima hasn't complained about it, so I figured it was okay. But I did turn my entire desktop audio down. Here we go. I mean, this game's basically over. boeSe has gotten like every single part of his territory nuked at some point, and he's got his entire army nuked at some point. So now the BC just go across the map and win, right? That is if Neodymus wants to go win with them, which it appears that he does now. He has 9 battlecruisers, or 8 battlecruisers here, and a 9th one is teleporting into the main. Yeah, we just win the video game now. That's a lot of Marines. Marine, great unit against battlecruiser, by the way. Tons of damage. The Marine, I meant. And at 20 minutes and 53 seconds, Neodymus is the winner of this game. I mean, let's be real here. After, you don't just get your entire army nuked here. You don't just get your entire army nuked and then go on to win the game. Not even if you've ever watched Maru nuke himself. Usually when Maru nukes himself, he loses the game. On fact. So, I guess pretty questionable openers from both sides. But, Neodymus just playing the game the way he prefers, which is opening nukes in TvT. Of all the matchups to open nukes in, TvT's gotta be the most difficult one to open rush nukes in. Like, TvT is already such a gas-intensive matchup, and sparing gas for ghosts. In TvP, the ghosts are already such a good unit, and in TvZ, like, the standard bio style doesn't need that much gas anyway, so if you could make a couple ghosts if you really want to, but TvT, I feel like have fun rushing nukes in TvT. But Neodymus did it, and he evidently bullied the crap out of some poor kid on ladder who got his entire army nuked. So yeah, there you have it. That's been a Platinum League TvT on Beckett Industries Ladder Edition for you today. If you're on Twitch, stay tuned. I will keep casting more. If you're on YouTube, I'll see you in another 2 days with another replay cast by yours truly. So see you then. Thank you for watching and goodbye.